There are some tribes deep within the Amazon rainforest that speak in whispers, never after dark. They're an isolated group who've been hiding from the outside world for generations. But those who stayed long enough in the tribe's territory didn't last for long. They knew the truth of the forest, understood its power to both heal and hurt, and they soon learned to take the stories of the tribe seriously. And they have one law. It is a law that cannot be broken. Do not disturb the land where warriors sleep. They were brief and sharp, echoing in the darkness. And then, everything went quiet. The jungle was still. When the sun rose and the mist cleared, Toko was gone. In his place was his spear. It lay on the ground, bent and broken, clawed. There was no blood, no struggle, no trail. The only sign of the night before was the line of fresh markings clawed into the tree bark. Or was it something else entirely? Nobody knows for sure. But the story remains, passed down through the whispers of the tribe. They say it carries the pain of every soul who died with honor, and it will protect their rest with a terrible fury. Many call it myth, but those who've seen the jungle change its sound, who've felt eyes in places where no animal hides, who've seen claw marks beside old skulls, know the jungle keeps secrets that don't need proof, only respect. And those marks were way up high. No man could reach them. But what if there is more to the story? What if there is a truth hidden deep within the jungle's heart? He never spoke of it again. Some say he was broken by what he found. Some say he was just scared. Some exist to guard, to remember, to ensure the dead stay undisturbed. The beast, they say, never harms without reason, but once reason is given, nothing can stop it. You can't outrun it. You can only pray it forgets. But the truth is, nobody knows. A truth that doesn't need proof, only respect. Is it just a tale to keep people away from sacred grounds? Or is there something more to it? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to hear more stories like this, hit that like button. By doing so, you'll help me bring you more amazing stories each week. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And until next time, remember, the jungle keeps its secrets close. But sometimes those secrets find a way to be heard. Back when the tribe lived free, happy, strong, they spoke of the beast, its claws, and its fury. But what happened to Toko? They wouldn't say. Before the world beyond the trees brought anything but dangers that walked on two legs. He'd heard the stories, the legends, the warnings. If the air feels heavier, if the birds vanish, if the path grows too still, you may be close. Close to something ancient, something loyal, something born from the silence of fallen warriors. He had permission to be in their land. So when the sun was high and the air was still, he started his journey to the Forbidden Zone. He moved slowly, carefully, listening to the sounds around him. His guide stayed behind, refusing to go further. Alone, the researcher kept going until hours later. His voice crackled through the radio, panicked, breaking. He said he felt eyes on him, watching him. He described a clearing, and in that clearing, something standing behind a wall of hanging vines. It was huge, he said, and it was watching him. Then, the connection cut out. He'd thought they were just stories. He wanted to prove it. It was still recording, and when they played back the tape, they saw a shadow cross the frame. That's all they got. But they also heard the sound of breathing, slow, deep, heavy enough to shake the leaves. So he lived with the tribe for months, learning their ways, respecting their beliefs, and finally, he asked the elders if he could follow the trail of the beast. He wanted to see for himself. Legend says that long ago, there was a young man, let's call him Toko. He was curious, maybe a little too curious. His tribe told stories of a great beast that guarded their warriors' resting place, and Toko wanted to see it. According to their laws, nobody was supposed to enter the area. It was a forbidden zone, marked by large stones that had been carefully carved over many moons. The trees surrounding the area were silent, offering no birdsong or rustling leaves. This place was the tribe's history, a reminder of their strength, their bravery, and it was off limits to all but the elders. But Toko couldn't resist, because according to their legends, there is something there that guards their resting place. He'd heard the tales of men who entered the Forbidden Zone and never returned. Or if they did, they came back changed, broken, sometimes even mad. But Toko thought the stories were just that, stories. So one day when he was alone and the sun was high, he crept towards the silent trees. He moved like a ghost, trying to be unseen, unheard. He wanted to see the beast. He wanted to know if it was real. It's not a spirit, it's not a man. It's a beast. Something that has never been seen, only felt. Something lurking in the shadows, where no footsteps dare echo. When outsiders first heard this legend, they laughed. Who would believe such a tale? The story goes back many years. Back before there were any outsiders, he knew the stories about the beast. But what happened next? Nobody knows for sure. All they know is that that night, screams were heard. After that, nobody went near the Forbidden Zone. The elders warned everyone to stay away. Years passed, generations came and went, and the story of the beast became a legend, a warning. Then one day, a researcher came. The elders refused, but they couldn't stop him. Rescue teams were sent in, but they found nothing but the researcher's camera. The elders were right. There was something there. The question was, what? Was it a beast? Was it a man? They say the beast is ancient, older than memory, born when the first warrior of the tribe fell in battle and returned to the soil. Some say the beast isn't real. It's just a story to keep people away from the sacred grounds. The researcher never finished his work. After the incident, he left the tribe and the jungle, haunted by what he saw and heard. This story reminds us that not every creature in the wild wants to hurt us. So when you walk near lands no one touches, listen to the trees. Now it's time for you to speak. What do you think of this story?